So, you're welcome. What is the name again, please?
My name is Yari.
Yari, how old are you?
60 plus.
60 plus. Okay, are you a Finnish citizen?
Yes, of course.
You live here in Lati?
Yes, I have been living here all my life.
In Lati, what do you know about Biafra?
It's a part of Nigeria.
Okay.
I think you have oil.
Yeah, that's true. And that is the reason for the war against the Biafran people.
Yeah, when I was a child, my mother said, you have to eat your plate totally because children in Biafra, they are starving.
You see, so you have to eat because there are children who are starving.
Yeah.
And these children are Biafran children.
Yes.
So it gave you a sense of what it means, you know, having children in difficulty.
And then I have read some books about the conflict in Biafra.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of, but I think it's quite famous.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you know some Biafrans living here in Lati?
Yes, I know Simon Ekpa.
You know him?
Yes.
So what do you know about him?
He's a local politician, and I have read in newspapers that he thinks he's some kind of leader of Biafra people.
Okay, that he's a leader of Biafran people.
Yeah.
But have you met him one-on-one?
I have met because we are living in same house.
You live in the same house with Simon Ekpa?
The same building, yes.
You live in the same building?
Yeah.
So what is his life like as a Biafran? What do you...
I think his life outside his apartment is like other Finnish people. He has a child and he goes to work. And he has always very nice clothes.
Okay, he's always dressing up very well.
Yes, and Western style.
Always dressing in Western style. And that's all you know about him?
Yes. And I know his former wife is a Finnish.
The former wife is a Finnish. And you know him as a Biafran leader or as a Biafran, just an ordinary Biafran?
What I have read in newspapers, he says that he's a leader of something movement in Biafra.
Okay.
Some kind of leader of war.
Of a war?
Yeah.
That he's a warlord?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, it's quite funny because a lot of people, you know, have a wrong impression about him.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who have also gone through difficulties as a result of his actions back in Biafra land. A lot of people have died as a result of his actions, as a matter of fact.
That sounds very bad.
That's very bad, actually. You know, but has he ever told you?
No, we haven't discussed about Biafra.
Okay, he has never told
only
you.
things here in Lahti.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't want to go much deep into your privacy, you know. But I believe that we are here today to pass the message about Biafra to Finnish people, because we know that a lot of people, Finnish people do not know much about Biafra.
I have been once in Nigeria, but only in Lagos, so I hadn't any time to visit Biafra.
Okay, so when do you think you'll be visiting Biafra? I don't think, because your age now, with your age.
I think in next January I have a plan to visit Ivory Coast.
Okay.
To see the African Nations Cup.
Okay.
And I hope to see Nigerian national team.
Okay. So, what message do you have for Biafran people?
I hope there will be no more war, no violence. But if you want to get independence, it's better to negotiate
my SVS, this is satellite media. Mr. Ralph Mochi, let us look at a trending video. Of course, a Finnish citizen was giving appraiser of who Simon Ekpa is. Coincidentally, he said he live in the same house with Simon Ekpa. And he said he heard about Biafra as a child, that the mother used to tell him to eat well because your mates in Biafra land are starving. And this is a man who is in his 60s. He got to show that the Biafra popularity in Finland is everywhere in the globe.
Everywhere in Europe. It's actually, you know, a historical thing. Why? We know that Finland government denied their children, starved them of, you know, basic, you know, food substances or nutrition as a result of sending relief, you know, food to Biafran land in the 67, you know, 66, 5, no, 66, 5, let's say 66, 67, 66 to 70. I don't know what I understand. That's 60, 66, 70, no, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. The Finland citizens, you know, their government denied them basic amenities, basic infrastructures, even education, to make sure that they send relief materials, food, to Biafran land. So this Finnish season you are talking about, I want to tell the whole world that it is not a fictitious, you know, content. It's a content that actually existed in reality. The relationship, I mean international pacts between the two nations stretched across, let me say, Europe to Africa from 1967 till date. Finland and the Biafra, they are one. Then again, when I was in primary school, I know, I don't want to quote the date, but I actually benefited from relief material from Europe into Biafran land after the war to make sure that what called children, of course, I was among them, actually got in food nutrients that could bring down the disease. Of course, as a result of malnutrition, was not so prevalent then in us. I benefited from primary school. They give us corn milk, we drank. They gave us the real Cadbury Bonvita from London. We use it while at primary school in those days. So the story about the Finnish child or man telling about how the mother educated him on Biafra of 18, you know, that we are together with them, they were with us, they sponsored us, they supplied to us food materials during the war. It is no fiction, it is a reality. So Simon Ekpa has come up, you know, to even outshine most of the Biafra agitators this time around. The only person to equate his, his mark, landmark, his score, his ability or effort is only Nnamdi Kanu. But on the side of Ojukwu and what's the name of this man that became the object of Owazurike, Simon Ekpa has outsmarted Owazurike. He has outshone Owazurike's, score on the Biafra agitation of 18. It's only Nnamdi Kanu that is standing taller than Nnamdi Kanu, than Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa in this agitation. Why? Nnamdi Kanu is more or less an intellectual giant, more gigantic than Simon Ekpa. That is the edge he's having over Simon Ekpa now. But when I talk about others, apart from Ojukwu, you see Wazirike, Uchemefo, and so on and so forth. Ekpa has outsmarted all of them. Is a point.
Okay, now let us look at in the recent development. Just as Simon Ekpa have renounced his Nigerian citizenship, we have seen in the viral video some other persons chanting, "We are Biafrans, we are not Nigerians." It looks as if the fear of one senator who charged the Nigerian government to act fast before people start believing Simon Ekpa. It looks as if people already believe in Simon Ekpa.
People are believing Simon Ekpa, and let me tell you how many. Let me just say it on camera. I have many colleagues, I have many friends, I have many contacts that are jumping up, celebrating already, sending me messages that they are happy to be Biafrans, that they have nothing to do with Nigerian nationality of 18, that they are Biafra now fully, that they are happy with Simon Ekpa. in regard of the 2nd December ultimatum given by Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. They were, you know, rejoicing last week. In my own handle, I saw it, my WhatsApp. I was just like, what is going on? They said, no, Oga, didn't you know how far Simon Ekpa has gone? Simon has absolutely, at least, removed us from the tutelage of Fulani, tutelage of Yoruba and the Hausa. You know, we are now solely Biafran people. We are not even saying we are Igbos. Igbos is Biafra, Biafra is Igbo. We are Biafrans. We are no longer Nigerians. Simon Ekpa is a great man. Simon Ekpa is a great man. We love him. Nothing is going to separate us from the love we have for Simon Ekpa. So what I'm trying to say is that that young man has succeeded in bringing back many things we have forgotten about Biafran nation. Simon Ekpa has succeeded on at least giving Biafra a new facelift, a facelift that is going to be, you know, that is going to announce us before American Congress, before American senators, before the White House. I'm even seeing people agitating online, you know, support for Donald Trump. That if Donald Trump comes, the promises he gave to Biafrans during his 2020 campaign is coming to being, because Biafrans, they prayed for him. They prayed for him that let Trump have an edge over Joe Biden. That if Trump would have won, did ever win. Listen to my English. 4 years ago, that will spell what? Doom for Nigeria, victory for Biafrans. And actually, we've seen what fate did to the Igbos. Trump did not actually win. So that's why there is, you know, this kind of spiritual prayer, agitation, support from the Biafran angles, circles area for Trump to have an edge over Kamala Harris. Though the Biafrans, they agitated, they were shouting and say, when Joe Biden is coming, the vice president is Kamala Harris, is of Jamaican ancestry, and Jamaicans and the Haitis are the same. Haitis are having largest population of the Igbos nationality there. See, let me tell you, today, Harris is nobody where Igbo man is. The only person we are, you know, trying to cling with, to join with, at least to make sure that Biafra emancipates, is Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, if you look at the statistics on the, you know, going on online, the poll online now, both there are names, there are terms they come up with recently. Oh, there's this Nipuma, blah, blah, something, mama, you know, there's the way those figures are. I couldn't even fathom it. See, after going through that, everybody has found out that Donald Trump is having an upper hand in the next coming, in this current presidential election.
Okay.
Trump is going to win Kamara, and if Trump wins, Biafra exiles.
Okay, now let us look at another development, because from that development, there is a UN official who is lamenting the inhuman treatment meted to Nigerian by security agencies, who is lamenting brutality of Nigerians by security agencies. Of course, we had the issue of NSAS, and look as if the police, the army, the navy, DSS, name it, they have not learned from what transpired during that period. And we have seen a situation where the Igbos are saying we want to go. Could this be the reason they say they want to go? Because the UN official condemn all this brutality in Nigeria.
Police brutality orchestrated what, you know, transpired before COVID-19 issue.
No, I mean, as a continuity, it's still happening in Nigeria.
It is happening now. What are you saying? Police brutality is happening. Is it only the police? What about the customs? Do you know how far Igbos have gone to clear a container at the wharf in Apapa? It was 4-point-something million before. Now it has tripled. If you don't have 21 million, 30 million naira, you can't clear a container at Apapa.
No, I'm speaking directly as a way of maltreating Nigerians. I mean the security agencies.
The security agencies are
with brute force.
Nigerians. Their brutality is all over. It stretches across even to the prison control general. Look at what's going on now. After the end bad government and end hunger protests, we find out that there are many minors at least arrested during 1st August protest. Minors from 7 years, 8 years, 13 to 16 years of age. They are there. They were there for Guinea 3 good months, 90 days without food. And it came to play at the court of justice. The whole world was watching 2, 3, 4 days ago. If not for that man, very dark man, we wouldn't have known this. The Nigerian judiciary is rubbish. The Nigerian police has never learned their lesson after what? NSAS. What happened at NSAS? Nigerian police have never learned any lesson. Do you know what happened? Look at the ages. Those underage minors. 8 years, 10 years were there, 13 years were there, 14 were there. So what are you talking about? That's why Igbo is still coming up to tell the whole world that they don't want to stay. Because there are no security in Nigeria. The security agencies, they are what? Being biased. Anything Igbo. Security agencies, there are way they treat Igbo cases. That's why Igbo man is not happy here. If you are an Igbo man, if you go to police stations today, if they say, actually find out that your initial, is Igbo. I don't know what I say, your names. You are having issues. Serious issue. You are not coming out again. Then again, how are you telling me not to tell the whole world that Igbo's business he was doing was the same business Nnamdi Kanu was doing? And today, Tinubu came up hijacking everything in Nigeria, allowing the Igbo man, agitator, to be suffering there, what? Releasing, giving freedom to his brother Igbo to go free. There's inequality here, and gross one. There is what? Gross one. Inequality in Nigeria.
So these are things that give rise to... These are the things that give right to people to say they want to secede.
Yes, that's why Igbo has the right, every prerogative right now, to secede from Nigeria. You call it secession. We are breaking away. Let us use the word breaking away, because secession is a very, very mild language. Breaking away is what you should use force. And you know the force, the kind of force has come into the system now. Simon Ekpa is coming into Nigeria with all what possible, let me use the word, dynamic force to make sure that Igbos break away, nothing like steal away, break away from Nigeria. And it's not going to cause conventional war. No, there's nothing like conventional war.
Let us look at another area.